Hello everyone, this is Kuroda coming at you, giving you game number 1 in a series between Reprisal and Moon. Moon spawning as the blue night elf on the top left-hand side of the map. Meanwhile, over here on the bottom right-hand side of the map, we have Reprisal spawning as the pink human. Night Elf versus Human in this 1v1 matchup. And for those of you guys who do not know, yes, these games are all fairly recent. I believe this game was taken from a tournament that happened last weekend. So for those of you guys who are wondering if these games are current, yes, they are. Moon is back. He has finished his mandatory military service that is in South Korea and is now looking to perhaps get back up to his level and his caliber of a player. Another thing that I did want to say, and I did want to thank you guys. Some of you guys out there have purposely been stopping your ad blocks in order to watch my videos and give me a little bit of support. I definitely do appreciate that. I did a little bit of analytics, and it turns out only 20% of my viewers watch my ads. So, yeah, if you guys even hit skip ad, that is okay. Hitting skip ad after the ad rolls for that first 5 seconds, it still counts as a view on my part. So once again, thank you very much. But we do see something a little bit interesting already. The Blood Mage is going to be the primary hero coming out from Reprisal, and this could be very, very useful if it's going up against the Warden. As some of you guys pointed out to me some time ago, the Warden's attack is actually considered a physical attack. That is the reason why the Warden does not deal damage over time on a banished unit, and a really easy way to try and shut down that bit of damage. You can also siphon mana. A Warden without mana does have its own set of problems, and a little bit risky, I might add, by Reprisal to go for banish first on a Blood Mage. At least I believe it will be banished first on a Blood Mage, when your opponent could easily go for a Demon Hunter. Blood Mage is already out. Moon sees this and now is wondering to himself, what exactly am I going to be doing, as the Militia now run off to the north in order to clear out this Kobold Taskmaster creep camp. Now, I would not be surprised if the Kobold Taskmaster gets banished and is completely taken out of the fight. Oh, Geomancer also taken out as well. As you can quickly see, the Kobold Geomancer is out of the fight. Only this one, well, only 2 of the units are out of the fight right now. So what you're going to be taking a look at is at a very, very easy creep camp for a small amount of time, just because of how few units there were. Normally, this creep camp is a orange creep camp, but the Blood Mage able to clear it out in pretty impressive fashion without losing too many units. Now the Blood Mage here, that final unit that is being left behind, Scout Farm or Proxy Farm, now being placed down by the Mercenary camp in order to hire up more units there. Meanwhile, Moon has cleared out his own expansion with the help of an Ancient of War, and we'll have to keep track of this to see if we are going to be looking at a potential fast expansion. One important thing to note, Warden did end up picking up that Robe of Magi plus 6 intelligence, which will give him, I believe, plus 6 or 75 experience, or no, plus 90, not 90 experience, 90 mana. That Warden is going to have plenty of mana for those very, very potent shadow strikes. Also be able to blink around later, and if Moon does go for a solo Warden, that solo Warden is going to be very, very effective with the Avatar of Vengeance once it reaches level 6. That is very much endgame, though. As we now take a look, Blood Mage has to be a little bit careful, doesn't want to get detonated, but at the same time knows that it's really not that big of a deal. One important thing also is that Reprisal could actually get a little bit of a mana transfer from his Blood Mage to that Troll Shadow Priest if he is worried about healing. Now, Blood Mage is just shy of level 3, as we're going to be looking at a Town Hall Arcane Towers being constructed here in just a moment. Reprisal perhaps should be keeping track of that Troll Shadow Priest, making sure that it joins in on the fight, leaving the majority of his units here as he now goes to scout out with that Blood Mage. Still, big surprise, I still do not see any indication that he is trying to get to level 3, as we do see, the Warden quickly run away, does pick up Boots of Speed, and sold the Scroll of Town Portal, interestingly enough, drops the Gauntlets of Ogre Strength, drops the Robe of the Magi, picks them all back up, and now that Warden is pretty much maxed out in terms of stats without really drinking too much from those Moonwells. Now, let's go ahead and come back around here. Let's go ahead and get a little bit of attack. They are going to be pulling units all the way over here, and this is one of those things that very, very professional and experienced players know to do. You do not want to try and engage certain creep camps where you know you can get just creep jacked from behind, and that's exactly what could happen there. If you engage the creep camp here or even here, you're exposing yourself to that bridge, and that bridge will essentially, Tome of Intelligence being left behind. And if Reprisal is low on mana or doesn't deal enough damage with an auto attack, we know 1 point of health or damage can make a difference. Let's go ahead and take a look at this. Warden getting in a Shadow Strike there. This one footman taking a big blow, as the Warden should be able to finish this off. Down it goes, as the Warden, sitting at 925 hit points, also has a Circlet of Nobility as well. So that's all extremely important. As we see a quick Wisp trying to get away. The Wisp does have normal movement speed there, so it will be able to get away. But Reprisal, is it going to perhaps get siphoned mana? That would actually be a very important call there. There's a quick banish there, as the Fan of Knives siphon mana away. It is going to try to heal himself all the way back up. Warden quickly shadow melds, as we are now looking at a very strong potential attack here. All right, you can see Troll Shadow Priest in a little bit of trouble. Siphon mana away. There is the shadow meld once more. Are we going to see a Dust of Appearance be used and now perhaps go after that Warden? Warden quickly out of mana, much faster than you would have thought originally, as we are looking at the Arcane Tower under pressure, under duress, and will end up falling. So far, Reprisal is doing a good job fending off this attack, but it may not last for very much longer. One more shot. Wow, Moon's Goblin Shredder able to escape at 6 hit points. The remaining units still trying to run away. Troll Berserker trying to outrun all of these units here, as we see the Ancient Protector now coming back the other way. It looks like the Ancient Protector will get taken down. Militia may end up falling, or being able to fall one archer there, as the Militia are now attacking the Ancient Protector here. All right, Militia taking a fair bit of damage. It is going to go down very quickly. Meanwhile, the Huntresses are now coming back the other way once more. Troll Shadow Priest, siphon mana. The Warden unable to really do that much damage here, as we do see a bit of repairing now going on, but it's not going to be enough. Warden now trying to chase after a level 4 Blood Mage. We can see the Troll Shadow Priest now backing up. Guard towers are in position, and the Huntresses will have to look for another target to try and put pressure on. All right, Reprisal bringing in some Mud Golems and some other units here. The Forest Troll Berserker, very necessary, as we could see perhaps a banish onto the Forest Troll Berserker again. The Mud Golem, however, not going to be nearly as lucky. Wow, 1 hit point difference. 1 hit point difference. Did I call it? The Blood Mage, if it had read that Tome of Intelligence sitting right there, it would have finished off that Huntress. Ogre Maulers now joining in on the fight. The Warden could go back and read that book, and we all know what difference one unit can make. This is a very big deal right here, right now, as the Blood Mage doing a little bit of attacking, putting pressure back on. The Ancient Protectors have taken a little bit of damage as well, as we see Footmen are just pretty much getting caught on the wrong side of the path here. All of Moon's units catching these units in transit and causing severe issues. Blood Mage using up a Clarity Potion, no Flame Strikes available. The Blood Mage could try and take down the Ancient Protector. You can see the urgency of the matter now, as the Blood Mage will look to finish off at least one of the Ancient Protectors, if not, and then perhaps slow down the second one. All right, there you go. There goes a cancellation. The Huntress is now looking to back off here. We should see a Scroll of Regeneration. A lot of very low hit point units now going to be able to heal back up once more. Reprisal sitting at 47 over 54. But Moon playing the 5th race, playing Night Elf like no one else ever plays Night Elf, really causing Reprisals a bit of issue. And we'll see whether or not this Blood Mage is going to be able to fend off this attack here. All right, there is some more siphon mana. Once again, the Warden perhaps not getting the memo that it should back off. Blood Mage at 500 some odd mana should really be giving that mana back to the Troll Shadow Priest, since it is just negatively leaving, well, the system of the Blood Mage. All right, so far, Glaive Thrower is now being added as well. 3 Ancient Protectors now coming into play. And right now, Reprisal very glad that the Ancient Protectors are not the Ancient Protectors from back in the day when they actually did siege damage. That is just a recipe for disaster. Towers, your base tower that actually does siege damage. Talk about a walking tower push right there, since your static defense can get up and then start moving, albeit rather slowly. Now, let's go ahead and take a look back over here. Reprisal is still looking to fend off this attack. He does have a couple of units trying to repair. Are we going to perhaps see some banishment coming into play? There is some Siphon Mana. That Blood Mage really shutting down that Warden, causing problems, as we may see a Fan of Knives right there. There's that Fan of Knives. Troll Berserker now trying to get away. There is the, Shadow Strike. Pretty much completely nullified right there. You can take a look at that. It is not, it takes the little damage over time from the head, but it doesn't take the base damage, which I guess is physical. All right, let's go ahead and take a look back over here. That piercing damage, so important in order to deal with those Huntresses, and without an Archmage with Water Elementals, this is what you are forced to deal with just a bit more. Water Elemental is so key in dealing with Huntresses, and Moon, perhaps realizing that there are no Huntresses to really cause problems, decided that mass Huntresses would actually be a viable strategy. All right, Footman now looking to engage. Glaive Throwers causing problems. Footman do have Defend. Ogre Maulers now coming in, and it looks as though Moon is going to absolutely destroy Reprisal right here. All right, Flame Strike coming down, not really hitting anything there. It does cause a little bit of a zone effect, and I do not remember the last time I saw actually a Flame Strike in a professional game. All right, there is a Flame Strike there. Everyone run for the hills as those units are now looking to back off. It is going to cause a little bit of problems as we now see Militia coming in from behind. Oh, this could be a problem. The Glaive Throwers do not move very quickly at all. One Glaive Thrower now down. Second Glaive Thrower could get taken down as well, as the remaining units are still in this fight. Troll Shadow Priest now looking to back off. There goes a Footman. There goes another one, as we now get to level 5 on the Warden. But a Warden without mana is pretty much an overpowered Huntress, as the damage is rather high, but without the Blink, without the Shadow Strike, without the Fan of Knives, it is just a 5 supply unit that can deal a little bit of damage in the front. Blood Mage still having a little bit of issues here. Are we going to perhaps see a Flame Strike come down? Oh, Moon brilliantly dodging the Flame Strike even before the animation begun, as Reprisal needs to better calculate his mana usage. Reprisal does have additional gold because of this expansion, but he is going to continue to have problems there as the Flame Strike does go down, causing a bit of problem onto that Ancient Protector there, that burn damage over time. All right, Glaive Thrower is still back over here. Are we perhaps training up more Militia? No, we are not. All of the Militia are back off to the north. The Town Hall perhaps should have been upgraded there, since you can call to arms and have a longer time for those Militia to engage. That is still going to be a continual problem once more, as the Troll Shadow Priest should perhaps abolish magic and remove that Shadow Strike from him. Otherwise, he could end up dying. All right, it looks like it is... Nope, it is going to stay alive. No, yeah, well, yeah, barely dodging that. Now still alive here, as the Peasants are now under some serious repair. All right, Forest Troll Shadow Priest perhaps going to get bludgeoned to death by those Glaive Throwers. Now looking to back off here. Guard Towers just out of range. Glaive Throwers, 4 of them, causing problems. Footman now looking to come over here. There is the Siphon Mana once again, and the Blood Mage causing so much distress for that Warden, who just wants to get to level 6. All right, Flame Strike coming in. Quick pickup, and using the Goblin Zeppelin to dodge. Absolutely dodge Flame Strikes. That is beautiful, as the Goblin Zeppelin now looking to back away here. All right, Wisp being brought over as well. Are we going to get a bit of repairs? Yes, we are. Flame Strike coming. Nope, no Flame Strike coming in. It looks like the animation was canceled. Not enough mana, as the Wisp are going to be able to finish repairing these Glaive Throwers. And Reprisal, even though he has a significant amount of gold, will end up having some problems. And there you have it. Moon using the Goblin Zeppelin so effectively to take down or to neutralize this Blood Mage's Flame Strikes constantly. All right, there is another Flame Strike animation. Gonna go ahead and pick them all up. Moon playing a beautiful game right now, as we may see. Is he gonna get picked up? Yes, he will. Wow, that Goblin Zeppelin, or that Glaive Thrower, down to 18 hit points, now under massive repairs once more, as we can see more and more gold is being spent just to try and keep this expansion up and running. All right, massive repairs still coming underway. Gold starting to run low. Moon having a significantly larger army. There we go. There is the pickup once again, No room to pick up that glaive. Wow, dropped, picked up once more, and he is just dancing with these units, with that goblin zeppelin, causing so many issues. And you can see how much gold is constantly being repaired here just to try and keep this expansion alive. All right. Oh, losing one goblin zeppelin there. Potion of invulnerability. Now, Blood Mage is going to be able to siphon mana once more from that Warden. Warden now able to actually get back away once again. Is that Blood Mage going to be able to land another critical Flame Strike? It looks like it will, and it looks as though the Wisp were able to get back inside once again. However, one Huntress does get taken down. More repairs still coming in. And I guess this is those issues where you should really be trying to attack ground here or get the piercing damage on those glaive throwers to really take down some of these units. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at this. A lot of damage being absorbed. There is, I don't know, I want to say a quick guesstimate of 10 units just constantly repairing that town hall. And when you can take a look at the army size, 36 over 66, the number of peasants has to be somewhere in the 20 range in order to even keep this amount of lumber and gold mining from so many bases. Blood Mage still in the back here, gonna lose a bit of mana. There is a Shadow Strike. That was a calculated risk there to try and shut down that Blood Mage, make sure it couldn't use that Clarity Potion. Are we gonna pick it up? Well, there goes a Wisp. And are we gonna see more units getting taken down? Moon asleep at the wheel, not controlling that Goblin Zeppelin, as the Blood Mage is doing its best to be a one-man army. Troll Shadow Priest now sneaking away once more. Blood Mage low on mana. Where's that Clarity Potion? You gotta use it. Or Potion of Mana. Is it going to go ahead and try and get some damage? There's that Siphon Mana again, as the Blood Mage now looking to back off. All right, Fan of Knives. Huge Fan of Knives taking down multiple peasants. The Warden, if he can get one more Fan of Knives in there, will get to level 6, and that will pretty much be the game. The Warden now sitting at level 6. Does it have a Moonwell? Yes, it does. Drop all of those items. Use a Clarity Potion. And really just wait until he can get back up to 150 mana and now start pushing. This is going to be the GG. Wait for that. Wait for it. There you go. Now we are going to see the Avatar of Vengeance making its way in over here. Let's see a number of Spirit of Vengeances now come into play, and that is pretty much going to be the game. Nothing you can do against these invulnerable units. So many peasants were already here, and now that Avatar of Vengeance just needs to back off and not die. Come on, Avatar of Vengeance, just back off right now. You're down to 153 hit points. Not a good spot to be. Down to 58. The Blood Mage knows that he needs to take that down. Instead, goes after the glaive throwers, and that is going to be the game. Moon playing a beautiful game here against Reprisal, and I'm going to call this already. Not much that can be done. Not enough gold, too much gold invested into here in order to just keep it alive, and the peasants are just absolutely falling apart. Now Warden may even be very close to level 7 just with the number of peasant kills that we've been seeing. All right, Warden. No, Glaive Thrower is still taking a little bit of damage over here. There is that Avatar of Vengeance. It did get healed up a bit more. That Blood Mage, nowhere to run. It does have the ability to, well, go and try to run away. There is the GG. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Moon taking game number 1 in this series, even though he mined significantly less. So yeah, a 7,000 resource difference, not too big to overcome for Moon as he takes game number 1. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Please remember to like and comment on the video.